Hello guys, my name's Julian and welcome back to another episode of the Football News Show where we talk about all the latest news in the football world over the last weekend. Now our first story for today talks about Barcelona and Real Madrid in La Liga. Now as you all know, last week's standings, Real Madrid had a game in hand, however they were 1 point behind in the league to Barcelona. Now after this week's round of fixtures, the tables have turned. Barcelona lost to Deportivo La Coruña in a 2-1 defeat. Meanwhile, Real Madrid won 2-1 against Real Betis, with Cristiano Ronaldo now being the top scorer for headed goals in La Liga ever. Just another record is broken. Great work to you, Cristiano Ronaldo. In the scheme of things, this leaves Real Madrid 2 points clear of Barcelona now, still with a game in hand. I know that is a really small lead. However, what this means with Barcelona and Real Madrid, of course, still having to play each other, is that Real Madrid can afford to basically lose that game, but if they win their game in hand and have a better record than Barcelona towards the end of the season, now the league is in their hands and they can win it, rather than being in Barcelona's hands. So although this was a really small result, in the scheme of things, it's actually a lot bigger than it initially seemed. This week in the Premier League was pretty depleted, with Manchester City, Manchester United, Tottenham and Arsenal all playing in other competitions. This means from the fixtures that happened, we had AFC Bournemouth defeat West Ham 3-2, we had Everton beat West Brom, we also had Hull City get a really important relegation dogfight victory in a 2-1 over Swansea, and finally we had Liverpool come from behind in a great showing of character against Burnley. So there's not too much to discuss there apart from Liverpool picking up a really important win in a game you'd almost think they would lose, considering how badly they do perform against some of the worst teams in the league. So it was really important for them to get that result and just stay in 4th place and stay on the hunt for 3rd place and 2nd place. I don't think anyone's catching Chelsea. However, it is a really good result for Jurgen Klopp going forwards, and hopefully they can keep this sort of form going. I just want to quickly move to the Serie A, where we had Juventus defeat AC Milan earlier in the week with a 2-1 win. Now, Juventus raced into an early lead, however AC Milan fought really well. It was a really closely contested game, coming back to 1-1. Now, Donnarumma, AC Milan's really young keeper, he's 18 years old, he's been their top 10 keeper now for at least a full season. There was massive controversy when Juventus got given a penalty in injury time in the second half on about the 94th, 95th minute. Juventus did score that goal, and we had Donnarumma coming out saying that it's always Juventus, they always get these types of decisions. Now, Donnarumma, really young, I'm sure, you know, he was just a child when the same type of thing was happening for AC Milan. However, you can totally understand his frustration, like conceding a penalty like that, where if you do look at the decision, it does look a bit shady. I don't think I would have given it if I was a referee. Fun fact about me, I was a referee for 5 years, so I do feel like I can kind of talk on the subject, obviously not at the same level as Serie A or anything like that. However, I think anyone watching would argue that that handball decision was pretty tough to deal with. Now, moving our focus quickly back to one of the teams that didn't play in the Premier League this weekend, we're talking about Leicester City. Just very briefly, we got news today that they've appointed Shakespeare as their full-time manager until the end of the season. So all the best. Still reeling, of course, from losing Ranieri, but he's done really well, getting 2 victories in his first 2 games for the club. And good luck, mate. Hope you manage to steer them to safety properly and continue on following in the next season. And I hope you don't get sacked after doing a really great job as well. That would really suck. Now, moving on to the FA Cup, which we have briefly mentioned so far, it's a really tough fixture list. I mean, when you're looking at the semi-finals, you're looking at Tottenham, you're looking at Manchester City, you're looking at Arsenal, and now you're also looking at either potentially Chelsea or Manchester United, depending on who wins that victory on Monday. I am covering that in a preview video that'll go up quite shortly after this one. However, unfortunately for Manchester United, we all knew that Zlatan Ibrahimovic was out, being suspended. However, Martial and Rooney are both injured, and Rashford is ill. So what this means is that Manchester United have not a single known striker at the club that can really come in and do a good job against Chelsea. Obviously one of the best teams in the Premier League, if not the best team in the Premier League this season. I won't say my prediction. My prediction, if you want to look at it, will be in the preview video. But yeah, good luck. Also in the FA Cup, we had Tottenham in their victory. They won the game, however, Kane did get injured in the game, so all the best, Harry Kane, and I hope things go well for you and you get back to fitness soon. Same goes for Liverpool's Jordan Henderson. He's a really important player for them. He's been out for a little while, and apparently he will be out for Liverpool's game against Manchester City next week, and also out for the England squad, so all the best there. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're keen to know a bit more about the Manchester United and Chelsea game that's coming up, that'll be in my preview video going up very, very soon. My name's been Julian. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on another episode of the Football News Show. Cheers.